Hey guys, what's up? I am back with another video. So in this video, we will doing the speed test comparison between the Oneplus 9RT versus the iPhone 13. So the iPhone 13 is powered by Apple A15 Bionic SoC with 4 GB of RAM, while the Oneplus 9RT is powered by Qualcomm Snapdragon 888 SoC with a 12 GB of RAM. So on the back, we have a dual cameras on the iPhone 13 versus a triple cameras on the Oneplus 9RT. So iPhone has a 12 megapixel optical image stabilization main camera. Also we have a 12 megapixel ultra wide, while on the another hand OnePlus has a 50 megapixel optical image stabilization main camera. Then we have our 16 megapixel ultra wide with a 2 megapixel macro. So the back on both phones is made up of glass and the frames on both phones is made up of aluminium. On the bottom, no headphone jack on both these devices, and both devices also has stereo speakers. So guys, I'm very excited to find out how much a difference between the OnePlus 9RT versus the iPhone 13. Now let's quickly boot both of these phones up at the same time. Logos came up first on the iPhone 13, and iPhone 13 is running on iOS 16.3.1, while the OnePlus 9RT is running on Oxygen OS 13, which is based on Android 13. So the iPhone is faster when it comes to booting up, and the OnePlus also done as well. So we have a 2 or 3 second difference between these devices when it comes to booting up. 9RT has a 6.6-inch Full HD Plus AMOLED with 120Hz refresh rate, while on the another hand iPhone 13 has a smaller 6.1-inch Full HD Plus Super Retina XDR OLED display, but we have 60Hz refresh rate. Also we have Apple Notch on the iPhone 13 versus a punch hole on the OnePlus 9RT on the left hand side overall, and the screen to body ratio is also much better on the OnePlus. So everything's closed up in the background, no app is running in the background. So opening a phone dialer, that is very similar. So next on the list is settings, also very similar. So now let's go to the display. So we have 120Hz refresh rate on the OnePlus versus 60Hz on the iPhone 13. So now check out some more apps. Now let's start off with the Amazon shopping with same Wi-Fi network. So that is very similar. Again, you guys are the judge of the speed test. Scrolling wise, OnePlus is much smoother as well as more responsive. So now let's open this. Also very similar on both phones. Animation feels also really smooth on both phones. Now check out some games application. So now let's start off with the Candy Crush Saga. Candy Crush, it is similar on both phones. So now let's open Instagram. That one faster on the OnePlus. Now let's see pin out. Pin out, it is faster on the OnePlus 9RT. That's really surprising. Snapchat, again faster on the OnePlus. Again, and the social media applications always more optimized on iPhones. Spotify, that one little faster on the iPhone 13. So Subway Surfer, and the display on the OnePlus, it is more vibrant. So that is very similar as you can see. So let me show the speakers on both phones. So first on the OnePlus 9RT, here's the OnePlus with max volume. And here is the iPhone 13. As you can see the speakers, it is much louder on the iPhone 13, but as far as the bass are concerned, it is much higher on the OnePlus 9RT, although the speakers it is not very loud. So now let's open this big game which is called as PUBG Mobile. So we have a Qualcomm Snapdragon 888, which is not made for hardcore gaming. So iPhone 13 is faster as you can see. So iPhone 13 is showing its performance. And in terms of the gaming wise, the iPhone 13 is overall much better device. And now let's see Temper N2. And Temper N2, it is little faster on the iPhone 13. So Apple A15 is showing its performance in heavy games only, as well as in the Temper N2. So now let's opening up the Twitter. That one faster on the OnePlus Zedge, and that one it is miles faster on the OnePlus 9RT, while iPhone 13 is performed very slow, and such application always open up very slow on iPhones. So now let's see scrolling, and that is feels much smoother on the OnePlus 9RT. So last time I'm launching the cameras on both phones, default camera application. So let's see which one is faster. So the iPhone 13 is faster, as you can see. Now let's see internet browsing speed. So I am seeing default Safari internet browser on the iPhone versus a Chrome on the OnePlus. So now let's open this wikipedia.org with same Wi-Fi network. So that is very similar, and scrolling feels smoother on the OnePlus, no doubt about that. So, and that one very similar. The scrolling on the iPhone 13, it feels okay, but it is not as smooth as OnePlus. So next on the list is apple.com, and that one it is faster on the OnePlus 9RT as compared to the iPhone 14, and scrolling absolutely smooth, as you can see, no jitters, anything like that. So now check out RAM management on both phones. So the iPhone 13 only has a 4GB of RAM, while the OnePlus 9RT has a 12GB of RAM. So let's see who is performed good in the RAM management. So phone dialer, settings, Amazon shopping, let's see Candy Crush Saga, Instagram, now let's see Pinout, Snapchat, Spotify, Subway Surfer, as you can see. And so far RAM management it is really solid on both phones, and the haptics it is also really good on both phones, even on the OnePlus. So let's see PUBG Mobile, still there. Let's see Temper 2, so opening up the Twitter, Zedge, and last we're back to the internet browser where we left, as you can see. And that's what I have to say regarding the apps opening speed, as you can see that, and the OnePlus 9RT as well as the iPhone 13 in day-to-day applications, both phones is perform very similar, but especially in games the iPhone 13 is showing its performance against the OnePlus 9RT in heavy games. On the OnePlus 9RT and the Snapdragon 888, it is not really optimized. This phone is produce a lot more heat as compared to iPhone 13, and the iPhone 13 is a much better device in that area. So in terms of the RAM device in that area, both devices is perform excellent in the RAM management. I am really impressed by the performance of the iPhone 13, which only has a 4GB of RAM versus a 12GB on the OnePlus 9RT. So now let's talk about the battery sizes. So the OnePlus 9RT has a 4500 mAh battery size with 65 watt fast charging support, while on the another hand iPhone 13 has a 3240 mAh battery size with a 20 watt fast charging support, but again no charger in the box with the iPhone 13. If you need an overall good phone and the gaming performance, it is very solid on the iPhone 13 as compared to the OnePlus 9RT. So thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you like this video. So do let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe to my channel for daily tech videos like this, and follow me on Instagram and Twitter as well. And I will see you in my next video. Peace out.